And we are back with another weekend edition of the Professional Gambler. Last night was a big night. It was a big day, actually. A lot of college hoops. We're going to get into more today. We got the Sweet 16 kicking off again for men's and women's. We have some NBA picks, and we're going to recap what a great day yesterday was. Here's your host, the Professional Gambler, Joel Wolkowski.
Hello, Internet. Do we need me to press the buttons today, Toe? Is that what's going on? I think.
I think I don't. I like nothing. Did it work for you just now? Because mine
Oh,
doesn't work.
I tested mine to see if
Okay,
I
yeah.
could bring you on, and then you were out doing that intro like nothing happened.
I thought that I pressed it, but it must have been you. But good. I'm
No,
glad one of us can
yeah,
control this.
it's whoever gets here first, and I've been
uh,
couch bound, so I've
let's
been
see.
hanging out in the Restream studio at all hours, making captions, putting our descriptions on YouTube, out making our stuff findable, so the great David Waite doesn't have to go clean up behind me after the fact. So I'll be real here. I know you're feeling a little slow this morning. I'm slow at night. My big fear today, huge day of basketball. Both my schools are in the Sweet 16. That's pretty special, right? That's some
It is. It is.
and like I attended both these schools. That's a very rare situation for people to be in. And I'm worried that I won't be able to stay up the entire time. I'm gonna fall asleep at 10 o'clock, miss the
Wait,
USC
what
game.
time? Oh, it's at 10 o'clock. I didn't realize it
Yeah,
was that late.
you and that's what happened yesterday. That's why I didn't follow the rest of your UFC picks. The ones I did follow, they did hit, but
Yes.
I just couldn't stay up past 10 o'clock. As soon as that hit, I was just fading out. So I knew O'Malley took care of business, and he came through with Nurmagomedov,
Nurmagomedov.
Nurmagomedov,
Yeah,
Nurmagomedov, and O'Malley. I
they got it
mean,
done.
they got it done. Nice payout on that parlay. I don't think the other picks I would have followed were gonna pan out, but so I fell asleep at the right time yesterday. But on the whole, I didn't even follow my NBA picks yesterday, and I'm up like 200 bones. So it's a
Oh,
beautiful Sunday.
nice. We're in good shape. We got some money to play with.
Yeah, and today's kind of tough in college. Like I kind
Yeah.
of liked the college slate yesterday, which explains 6-0 in NCAA, 1-2 in women's if we're keeping track here. But you want to break down any UFC 260 thoughts before we get
Uh,
into the hoops landscape?
Honestly, it was a decent event. I had two parlays. No, actually, I had the one parlay with Nurmagomedov. Then I had some other parlays with Stipe and Francis winning. Silly of me to not know that Francis was gonna knock his ass the fuck out. It was. I don't know. I'm happy Francis won, but I didn't expect to see Stipe getting pounded into the fucking canvas like that. It was like
It
it was
was a
bad.
bad day for Ohio firefighters.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Knockout City, I mean, just the biggest brands in fighting were really showing out last night. So that's probably exactly what the UFC wanted from that event. So more power to them. Great event.
Yep. It was a good one. What are we gonna get into? Want to just jump into the college or?
Yeah, I mean, we can jump into college. Will like just to say how much I enjoyed watching that UConn women's team yesterday.
Yeah, and I
They
was on the edge
are
of my fucking seat the whole
That
game.
was that was the perfect gambling experience. That's just how we got out of. That's how we started our day, and that game was hovering around the spread the entire time. It had no business being there. Like
Yeah, for
UConn
real.
left. UConn left 12 points on the board in like the first 5 minutes of the game. They should have been in covering territory immediately.
For real.
But you see Paige, she smacked Gino's ass at the end of
Yeah.
the
It's
game.
yeah. He saw his face. He was like, the fuck.
Yeah, you could see the emotion through the face mask on that one. Really had to get his young superstar point guard in line. But yeah, just as a diehard basketball fan, I love everything I saw from UConn. The ball movement, like they've got the best player in women's basketball, and she's an afterthought to how they run that team. It's absolutely incredible.
For real. It was a good
And
game.
then and then Michigan, my Lady Wolverines, they pushed the Baylor Bears to the edge of their seats.
And
I
OT, yeah,
mean,
I saw that one. It was a good one.
yeah, OT, and like that Baylor program's awesome. Both these Baylor programs are freaking incredible this year. And the women are, I do not understand how they play in so much makeup.
Right? Yeah, that's what Maya was saying. She was like, she has a full face of makeup. And I'm like, I
Yeah,
guess it's not gonna rub off.
yeah, it's like the Bratz dolls got cast in like Mike. They're wearing fake eyelash extensions. It's absolutely incredible to see that play. They're looking gorgeous. They're playing gorgeous basketball, and like they're moving the ball. They're playing with athleticism, and somehow I have no idea how Michigan hung with them yesterday. But props to the Wolverines for doing that.
For real, good game.
All right, so should we get to today's slate in the Sweet 16?
Yeah, let's get into it. Can you click the captions because my shit is
Yeah,
not
I can do that. No problem, my friend. We can start with Creighton versus Gonzaga. The Zags, 13.5 point favorites. And you can see in this one that, it's kind of a scary matchup for no one at all here, because I think this is not the sort of team that is going to give Gonzaga trouble, actually.
Yeah, I agree. I like that spread, but I think they could get within 13-10 in the game, honestly. I don't think they're gonna like challenge them, but I think they could hold it at like the 10 to 15 point range.
Yeah, and I absolutely feel that as well. I think, gun to my head, I'm going to look at the fact that Gonzaga is receiving 47% of the bets, but 72% of the money, all things being equal. And I think this is a good line here.
Yeah.
That's just going to make me go with Gonzaga. Like, that's going to break the tie for me. So I see that, the whales are with Gonzaga. I'm happy doing that. And like, they do have kind of similar playing identities, right? Like, if Gonzaga is going to lose, it's going to be a school that plays like Power 5 basketball. And like Creighton, they kind of replicate their competencies in ball handling and shot creation and playing a cohesive style. So I just don't think Creighton is different enough from Gonzaga to really lay the smackdown on them.
Yeah, I agree. I might just go money line, honestly. I feel better with my gut going money line on Gonzaga.
Well, you took that Oral Roberts money line. That must have been a fun bet yesterday.
Bruh, like, oh my god, we needed 3 points to win. Fuck, I was so upset. I wasn't that upset, but it was like, damn, they led the entire game. They were leading the whole game literally until the end. You clicked yourself out.
What did you get it at?
What do you mean?
What was your payout for that line?
It was plus 425. I put $10 on it.
Oh, that's a nice little payout. But
they fucking lost. So,
and the Creighton Gonzaga one, like yesterday, I feel like the games were straightforward. They were easy to predict. Like here, I would be just as confident just flipping a coin on any of these bad boys.
Yeah, honestly.
So, should we talk about the main event? Should we talk about the reason we're all gathered around our televisions today? Because, I mean, Creighton, Gonzaga, whatever. The rest of the day is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this game, I'm all over that money line. I'm all over that.
Yeah,
not money line, my bad. I'm over that spread. I think Michigan's going to win by more than 2 points.
This is just so we know who the best teams in college basketball are, right?
Yeah.
It's Baylor, it's Gonzaga, and other teams that might have a shot of this are probably Florida State and Michigan because they were the most adult programs left in this thing. They both play defense. They both develop their players well. There's good depth on both sides. So in terms of like Michigan played LSU, and that's them playing like a team filled with chaos. This is them playing their reflection.
Right. I think. I mean, what do you think's gonna? What are you gonna bet on this one though?
I'm betting on Michigan. I think I think you can flip a coin with this. I'm taking the spread. The spread's 2 points only.
Yeah.
And if anything, my favorite thing on this one is actually the under of 143, because we know out of all the teams in college basketball, who teaches defense the best? and it's Leonard Hamilton at Florida State. And I mean, I just think there's going to be a little bit of a slower pace of play. I think they're going to be feeling each other out, and one team's going to go on a run. But yeah, I like the under for anything, and like just for purposes of me being a disgusting mitten homer. I mean, come on, you know I'm on Michigan. You know
Yeah.
I'm on Michigan and USC. Like that's you have to tie your schools together on a day like this. So a little bit all over the place. I feel like I should just max out Michigan
The
here.
good old Joel Kowski parlay. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, we got to go with the Joel Walkowski parlay because it's pretty good payout. Like the Walkowski parlay, it's I think it's plus 200 today. That is of
Yes,
course
it's 200.
Michigan.
Yeah.
So those are great odds for the money line. And like, yeah, Michigan has a tough game against Florida State. I don't know what you can predict against Florida, Oregon, but is it just me or is there pretty good value in that USC line today?
I think there's good value there too. I mean, both games have good value. If my only fair, looking at all four games today, if anybody's getting upset, in my opinion, I think unfortunately it's Michigan.
Of course, and but you
But
can tell if it's 2 points for a 1 seed versus a 4 seed, Vegas does not think this is would be an upset.
yeah,
And I talk about where the money is, Toe. The money is all over Florida State in this one. The professionals think the Wolverines are going to hibernate after this afternoon's ball game. So I'm a little scared by it. I think USC has the two best players in their games, so you pick either Mobley you want, and you're in pretty good shape.
yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm just go all in Michigan USC.
Michigan USC, you're going all in. What's
Yep.
all in mean?
My stimulus.
No, don't you dare.
That would be horrible. I'm not gonna do that. But
I have $30 on it enough, and I will say I didn't get a stimulus because I am a student for some reason. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that.
yeah, chalk it up to Michigan. Chalk that one up to them.
Yeah, I'm blaming you, school. They're the reason I don't get any money from Professor Biden. And we could even talk about this game. This game is like super fun. You have will this team play up to their pedigree? No one friggin' knows. UCLA, the white hot Bruins, they're playing just an
Yeah, that,
extremely raw talent collection in Alabama.
was gonna say I'm looking forward to this matchup too. UCLA, like they got two studs, like two. Is UCLA and USC? They both have like two guys they can just give the ball to, and they'll get you a bucket from pretty much anywhere on the court. I like both teams, USC and UCLA. I'm surprised that it took them all year to like get it turned on completely because during the season both struggled. They struggled. I don't understand how they struggled, but
And I did kind of notice this. Like, it's a great tournament for the basketball programs on the West Coast. If you were to like
Pac-12 is killing it.
Pac-12, and then we'll throw Gonzaga in there, that's where the money's spent. I mean, it's in Arizona Wildcats away from being the five biggest money programs in college basketball, like west of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
There's also, I mean, I guess Kansas would be in that one, but I mean, just the West Coast, all the big basketball programs are represented, and then you want to throw Oregon State in there as well. So truly, like that Oregon State thing, that is wild. They totally outclassed Loyola yesterday, and I wasn't sad to see that at all.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of sad. Wait. I need to look at my parlays, but that was the one game that ended me. Like it finished one parlay for me for college basketball. But I was shocked to see Loyola play.
I mean, I hate Loyola. You bring out 101-year-old nun, and like we're familiar with the Catholic Church. What are the things Sister Jean has turned a blind eye to during her regime? You know, Sister Jean, she's gonna be the subject of the sequel to Spotlight. I can tell you that in complete confidence right now. Scandal of the century is coming.
I that would be interesting to see for a 101-year-old lady.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have Betty White play Sister Jean. We're going to riddle her with scandal. And that's why her players, they threw the game yesterday. Couldn't stand to see her like take any more of their acclaim.
We also don't have to look at Krutwig anymore. Thank God. That dude is.
I like looking at Krutwig. Krutwig looks like how my soul appears, you know? Yeah, he's coming soon to a. I think he's going pro, actually, as a bowler.
I was gonna say, well, which pro? Which fucking is he going pro at? As a plumber? Fuck.
Yeah, he looks like he could go pro as a police brutalizer. Does
Funny.
not, yeah, yeah, you did not like that one. He looks like a racist Chicago cop. What can I say? But in this one, UCLA, Alabama. I went Alabama. I would probably like that one back. I kind of think UCLA getting 6.5 points. That UCLA money line doesn't look terrible to me. So be that what it.
But you're going Bama.
I'm going UCLA.
Oh, UCLA.
I placed it this morning. I could have gone either way, but I ended up going with Bama.
Is that you played it straight up, just them money line?
I took the 6.5.
I see. Oh, 6.5.
Yeah, because I think Bama has an ass kicking in them. I think there's a good assembly of raw athletes, and it's also like because of yesterday went so well, I'm not putting as much thought into my picks today. Like I really like the Michigan Florida State under. I really like one game in the NBA, Denver Nuggets. And as far as like the game picks themselves, I'm just betting them because they're March Madness. Like these lines are excellent. And I mean, how do you pick a side in any of these? I mean, Vegas is telling you in the Oregon and Michigan games, they don't know what the fuck's happening. The spread is -2.
I was gonna say, honestly, I didn't even think about it, but I like the SEC versus Pac-12 matchup. It's like they're never gonna play each other regular season, so this is gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, they will never see each other at any point in time, and like. I mean, it's kind of a classic matchup, honestly. Like UCLA versus Bama. Like UCLA, they're the team that can really class this tournament up.
Yeah,
They got the pedigree and like I mean, this Bama team, they're so much more talented, but it becomes the tournament, and more times than not, the Bruins come out on top, don't they?
They do.
And that's not just true about Wooden and Walton. That's true about the O'Bannon brothers. So every couple of years, the Bruins find a way to go on a run. And it would be totally in line with history to see the UCLA like take it all here.
I mean, I would actually love to see USC and UCLA.
Oh my gosh, that for the soul and no one in Los Angeles, that would be such a big game. No one in LA would care about it at
exactly.
all. They'd be too busy putting their Laker flags on their cars to give a fuck about the biggest game in like the past 10 years of college basketball. I would be so hyped about UCLA USC, and it's not even like it's at the most kind of milquetoast point in the UCLA program's history, but let's get that USC dynasty going. How about it?
Yep, let's see it.
Yeah, let's go. So the picks for today, we have Gonzaga -13.5. We got Michigan -2. We're tying them to USC. That's the Michigan parlay. We got Bama in a pinch. I mean, I like Bama more than I like UCLA. And then we're all over USC. I think USC and the under in Florida State, Michigan. They're my two favorites on the board today. That's what I think.
Oh, you're taking the under for Michigan?
Yep, I'm taking the under for that game.
Word.
Yeah, and just very quickly in basketball, NBA, I like the Blazers against the Raptors. It's a revenge game for Norman Powell. Raptors, he has to be, right?
I would hope. I mean, I would assume they all passed the physicals and shit by now. So,
yeah, I mean, the Blazers, they're a point better than the Raptors at this point in time. The Raptors haven't. They're probably packing it in or close to it. See you next year. Meanwhile, like the Blazers, they kind of want to hit the ground running with these new rotation pieces.
Yeah.
Haven't seen the right Pascal. Haven't seen, and like losing Norman Powell, that's going to lose a lot for them. Like it's going to take them a couple of games before they figure out where the load goes in the offense at any time. And then I do think Nuggets over Hawks. Nuggets, they're 5 points better than the Hawks, aren't they? They're going to have the Aaron Gordon joining that rotation.
Honestly, I don't know. Like the Hawks, they're like a wildcat. They give you the shittiest night, and then they'll give you like a great night where everyone has 20 points.
They're kind of like New Orleans of the East. You
True.
never know what you'll get.
That's so true. It's very similar. It's like they both should be better teams, but they are not.
Yeah, and like I think it was probably coaching for both teams. Stan Van Gundy shouldn't have a job at this point, and Lloyd Pierce, he shouldn't have had a job. They took care of that for him, and then what do you know? Nate McMillan comes in there, and you just start winning games.
I like Nate. I like Nate McMillan.
You kind of look like a young Nate McMillan, honestly.
That's funny.
I mean, just as I need to dress like Chris Paul, you need to dress like Nate McMillan. That'll be your hero.
I've never got that one before. It's funny.
Yeah, I see Nate McMillan for you for sure. Maybe you'll.
I think we might have lost Joel.
That's high praise.
Oh, your service is going in and out. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I'm back here. I think it went out because I was Googling young Nate McMillan and my network couldn't handle it.
Then it was like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a good sitcom instead of young Sheldon, young Nate McMillan?
Young Nate McMillan.
No, I'm happy to see him have a job because, like, Indiana did not do him right in letting him go like last offseason. Like, he had injuries the second half of every season. He achieved as much as he could have been expected to have achieved. So it's nice to see him landing up on his feet. I'm not really a big fan of head coaching retreads in the NBA, but it's unfair to Nate to be in that kind of like Stan Van Gundy, Alvin Gentry pile. I think he's better than that.
Yeah, I think he's a good coach.
Yeah, his teams have won everywhere he's ever been. Going back to Seattle and his first teams, like they've overachieved literally everywhere. And I think the Pacers owners are probably a little bit dumb. Like you have Miles Turner and they look for a way to shop him all the time. And I think you'll be stoked about this. I think I'm going to take your Lake Show tonight. -7 points against the tanking ass Magic.
Yes, I would hope that you would take the Lakers in that game.
who will be the Lakers' leading scorer in this one, and how much will they have?
I'm gonna go with
Schroeder.
Kuzma.
I mean Kuzma. He's gonna be Kuzma thinks he's 25 shots tonight as he pulls.
He's never seen a shot that he does not like. So. Yeah.
I will say, maybe not. I haven't heard this compliment given. I think Kuzma's shoes are pretty cool looking.
The shoes?
Yeah, this year's edition of them, the Pumas.
Oh, he's wearing Pumas. Yeah.
Yeah, they're cream colored with a touch of black.
I like those. I like the Pumas. Have you seen the J. Cole Pumas? I like those too, actually.
I can only play in gear of guys who I do their game justice, so I don't think I can pull off the J. Coles. But if there's Puma, they got the Aitons or the Bagleys. I could definitely rock the Aitons or Bagleys.
Didn't J. Cole, he was like getting a basketball tryout from the Pistons? I feel like
yes. Yes. And Big Sean is the director of marketing because he made that one jersey for Bleacher Report that's kind of Pistons related.
I've heard this, yeah. I heard he got a position with the Pistons, but
that makes sense. Like Big Sean is like very attached to like Detroit area operations and teams. Like J. Cole does not make any sense as like a member of the Grand Rapids Drive.
Yeah, I don't. But Big Sean, he's a nice ambassador for Detroit sports.
He's the only good one. I mean,
I've never heard like Eminem rep the fucking Pistons.
You know who's good? Key from Key and Peele. He's a great Pistons fan. Lions fan, rather.
I see.
He keeps it real. I've seen him on the street, and I've ID'd him because I saw the Lions hat from so far out.
In New York?
Yeah.
It's funny.
And it's multiple times. Like that dude, he might be the only person in comedy who likes the Detroit Lions as much as I do. So props to him. He is like truly a real fan for that one.
Shout out to Key,
Shout out to Key. Who's the best Vikings fan now?
the best Vikings fan.
Yeah, I mean, we
They
know.
they don't really have like a. It might be Lizzo, honestly.
Oh, is it Nick Swartzen?
I think I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Nick. Oh, he was like a big time. He's like in the Adam Sandler crew. He's a comedian. He's a diehard Vikings fan. He looks identical to Matt Prater. They're always kind of joking.
Dude, that guy, yeah, I know he is.
Yeah,
he's from Twin Cities.
Yeah, and he could have been bigger, but there's kind of some bummer reasons why he didn't get bigger. So
I'm gonna give it to Lizzo though.
okay, it's gonna be Lizzo over Nick Swartzen. One of them's in the closet. Unfortunately, the other one won't fit in there, so she gets the edge.
That was Joel Wachowski who said that.
That was me. I did say that one.
Don't cancel me.
That was more of a Nick Swartz. If you're gonna be gay, enjoy being gay and cheering for the Vikings. You got all the great purple merch anyway.
Wait, is he gay?
I mean, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people in comedy who are gay, but they can't be out because of their fan bases. I guess it's similar to politics in that regard.
Politics, sports.
Yeah, I mean, it's all that way. And like, there's certainly some shrewd guys, but you know, it's not just Kanye and Aaron Rodgers. You know, there's a full hierarchy of celebrities cashing in on that. Man, we're really gonna get canceled on this one today. Before we even started, it's right here. I did have a threesome with Aaron Rodgers in 2013, so that I know that from experience. He's a great passer. All right, until tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is Aaron Rodgers gave me HPV.
He gave you what? He gave you what?
HPV.
HPV. That's who you got it from, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers gave me HPV.
Well, HPV is very low risk, so we'll just keep it. We'll settle with that. We don't have to get
anywhere. It's like the Aaron Rodgers in the postseason of diseases.
Yeah, it won't do anything for you. So,
all right.
Yeah, let's just. All right, we're done.
We had fun here today. Good night.